Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lyra and Lily with Angela Joy. So I'm super stoked. I have already got a few episodes up. Let's see how many I have. I have roughly 5 right now. 3 of them are regular content just like this. And then 2 of them are my music. And the cool thing with my music, personally for me, is I really like... for some weird reason, I'm just really naturally talented at creating like music that sounds like it comes out of a music box or certain stuff like that. I don't know what kind of genre that would be, but I'm also planning on taking that stuff, and it's gonna be subscription based for $8.99 a month. It's just something to help me out, because it is something that is needed in the world. It's always, honestly, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. It's always been super tough for me to, ask or charge any money, whether it was, selling something or selling my artwork in the past. It's just always made me feel very uncomfortable. But I've learned to move past that, and, I've learned that if someone truly wants to pay for it to listen to it, that's their choice. And, yeah, so basically that's kind of cool. So I'm going to be putting my music up there, my instrumental music. I've also gotten a few poems somewhere, or if I write a story. I'm planning on, so when I took down my podcast before, basically I had roughly 75 podcast episodes, and so I'm going to be slowly adding those. I'm planning on organizing it a bit more this time when I put it up. And I also do have a full recording, an audio recording, before I actually wrote my book, which is on Amazon. And that can be found in my Linktree. But yeah, and so I'm going to be putting that one under the paid subscription. Just because it is also a very sensitive topic as well. And, I just yeah. But basically, if I write any other books and stuff too, I will be, putting it under that section. I have such a wide variety of talents and stuff that I had a really hard time figuring out what to do with them or how to implement them into everything. Yeah, but I personally believe wisdom should be free. Knowledge should be free. Everyone should have access to it. So, all of my other stuff, my actual vlog stuff, talking about, dealing with, the fears of dealing with the creepers and stuff, where I've lived, and just, other stuff, but it's, the only one I can really think of right now, besides, the music, would be, me reading my life story out. Other than that, I want to also, maybe learn a few things, and talk about it. The only thing with that is, I've just always struggled when it came to the internet and finding the truth. That's why I've always said, I can only speak from my own experience, at least... I saw that, I witnessed it, I experienced it, I can speak on it because I know it happened, I know it's factual. But when it comes to, researching anything, I really don't feel comfortable reiterating, information that I don't know is 100% true, because I know the power of information and all that kind of stuff, and I really don't want to be spreading misinformation, and I honestly I kind of struggle when it comes to the research, part, and, yeah, so... but I do have a lot of things I want to talk about, in my life, I've, gone through, a lot of different things, and a lot of different traumas, different situations. I've been on, the both sides of many coins, in a sense, and I just, I like talking about what I went through, and my perspective, and, when I created my podcast, my last one, which is technically still this one, it's just I had to take it down, but, what's it called, I was recording as I was going through a lot of stuff, so, such a wide variety of things, too, and I talk about them And, you know, I just, like, I really want to share my experiences to help others, because, you know, I know what it was like when I, like, started being able to relate to people. You know, I would hear people's stories, or, you know, I'd watch a movie or something, and maybe the character, like, I could relate to, and then, like, I would be watching the character, like, interact, like, with the other characters on the show, and then, like, I'd kind of, like, by relating to someone who's not yourself, you can kind of observe that person, that character, and then the world around them, and then it kind of, like, can help you understand your own world a little bit more, if that makes sense. It's really confusing. I've never actually tried to, like, explain that before, but one second. So the thing is, I wanted to record this episode because, I guess I kind of want to let you guys get to know me a little bit, like, so I'm 24, I'll be 25 in April, my birthday is April 23rd, what's my favorite color? Okay, I really have a hard time, like, choosing a favorite color, or favorite anything, but I really like the way, like, shades of blues make me feel, especially, like, ocean colors, purples. I do like a good black. I like black because it really contrasts things. What else? So I've been searching for an artist, like a singer. I usually go through different phases and stuff. And I came across Beth Hart for the first time, Bethhart. And I'd never heard her music before, and I listened to it, and oh my god, I was like, this is my music. Like, this is exactly the music I love. You know, like, her voice is so amazing. You know, she has the instrumentals as well. It's like blues, jazz, and that's exactly what I love. Like, growing up, when I heard about, like, jazz music and the blues, like, I always had this dream of going to New Orleans and, like, going to one of those old, like, jazz clubs, jazz or blues, I'm not sure exactly, but with, like, the purple velvet curtains and just the atmosphere and just the people that would be there and the music, like, it's always had, like, such a special place in my heart. I want to get a dog one day. That's like my next, like, that's one of my goals along my path. And I'm gonna get a Pomeranian. I love Pomeranians. I've met quite a few Pomeranians. I've had the graciousness of getting to interact with them and even living with one at one point. And there's just something about Pomeranians that just match my personality. I don't know if it's the big hair or not. Big hair, big mouth. But yeah, I love Pomeranians, and I really want to get one day. And I'm left-handed. That's something. I have a really hard time with food. I just really have trouble eating. It's just like, well, it's like years and years of not actually being able to financially, like, explore food or everything like that, and also a lot of trauma surrounding, like, the dinner table and, like, food and all that kind of stuff. So I've had, like, kind of a rocky relationship with food. But yeah, I used to, when I was, like, a kid, I loved sweet things. And then when I was a teenager, I loved salty things. Chips were my favorite. Chips were, like, the last frontier for a while. I used to spend, like, 20 minutes and get severe anxiety in the chip aisle because I couldn't choose which one I wanted. Now I just go in and I just grab one and I go out, and I don't even really eat chips that much anymore. I love smoking weed, but, like, even with that, like, it's so cool because, like, I only officially started smoking weed in, April 2020. And, you know, I really learned a lot, and even now, like, I don't even smoke that much weed anymore. Like, it's, like, every once in a while, and it's just been so cool. I quit drinking, probably about a month or so ago. I'm actually allergic to alcohol. I just, it kind of helped me, a little bit to relax, but it's just, like, the after effects, and then when I started tattooing myself, too, like, I really love doing tattoos. I'm going to be putting up a YouTube video. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this, like, I took a video with my phone of me tattooing, myself. It wasn't complete because my phone shut off, but, like, it was, like, an hour and something, and it was a good start, and I really wanted to, put it onto a YouTube video, but, my phone's being funky, and it won't let me, like, offload it off my phone onto my computer, so I'm having trouble with that, but, I've done 3 tattoos. They're not perfect, but honestly, considering that I've never had, like, done it myself, it was amazing. I used to do my nails, like, all the time, like, when I was a teenager and stuff, like, I would do fake nails, like, acrylics, gel polish, designs, like, all that kind of stuff. I was always complimented on it. Same with my makeup. I did 1 term in makeup school, but there's just 2 things about that. One was, I was in a really abusive relationship, and he chased me with his car, and my makeup kit was in the back of his trunk, and, I couldn't get my makeup kit, so, I was using the teachers and stuff, and so I barely passed the first one, and then it just, like, it kind of really ruined makeup for me in a sense, because, like, also, like, I'd been doing makeup for so long, and I had all these tips and tricks. Like, I really love the David Bowie look, like, the really bright neon colors. One time, I had this really beautiful palette with, like, these, like, pastel colors, and I did, like, a pink, and, like, I can't remember if it was white or yellow, but if you've ever watched The Hunger Games, like, Effie, I think her name is, with, like, the crazy, like, pink colors. Like, I know she's crazy, but, I really kind of got quite close, and I really loved it, actually, like, the eye makeup, and I used to do it all the time, and I loved it, and it made me so happy, and it's something I'll eventually get back to, but, yeah, like, so, for when it comes to clothing, I don't know, I prefer short shorts in the summer, because I just get so freaking hot. I'm very daring with my clothing choices, I would say. I just, like, I'm very comfortable with my body. Like, even going to the doctor's office and stuff, like, I know it's a little bit TMI, but I went to get, like, an ultrasound to just kind of check my uterus to see how it is, because, I want kids one day, and the lady was, like, I can't remember what she said, but, like, I was just like, yeah, I'm super comfortable with my body or whatever, and she's like, that's a good thing, or something along the lines of that, like, most people, like, at that age aren't, and I'm just, it comes from kind of a messed up place. Like, it originally started with, I don't give a shit. So many people have, like, taken my body in so many different ways without my permission. And so it just kind of, like, it was just kind of a thing. And then, the thing that really, helped me on that journey was really, like, once I recognized, like, the emotional aspect of how I emotionally went through all that, and mentally, once I really saw the severity of what I've been through, and I started to have compassion for myself, it then, went over to my body as well, because then I realized that my body had been through everything, and then also going through so many things by myself, I kind of looked at my body like, wow, like, you were there with me in all those moments, and that's where it kind of started, and now it's, like, blossomed, and, tattoos for me have been a big thing. Like, oh my god, when I was a teenager, like, ever since I was young, I don't know how young, but I've imagined tattoos, like, not completely all over my body, but enough, and, like, when I was a teenager and stuff, when I had been adopted, I got told that if I ever got a tattoo, the man who adopted me would take me into a shop, and he would take, like, one of those grinders with, you know, like, the metal pads on them, and would grind it off. That was really scary. There was a lot of threats in that household, but, so it kind of pushed me away from it, and then when I turned 19, I got my first two, which was my cross and my paw print, and then I got on my right collarbone, it says True Love is Forever XO, and then the next one I got was my dream catcher on my lower left, like, shin, like, right above my ankle on the left side. I'm not really sure how to describe that body placement, but I'd gotten those ones, and they all hurt like a motherfucker, and stuff like that, and then my last one, I got on my right forearm. It's actually the Reiki power symbol or something like that. And it's like for, if you're doing like Reiki or energy healing, you can draw that symbol over someone and it'll really help like clear energy. And there's actually a really big debate on the internet of like, depending on which way it's facing, like if it's flipped or mirrored, like it's on or off. That freaked me out when I first got it, because I was like, I saw all these things that were saying like if it was the way that it was on my body, that like it meant off. And then and then so after that I didn't get any more, because the Reiki one was done in summer of 2019. And then in January, that's when I did the heart one with the stars. And then that flower one. I really like that flower one. I actually hand drew that one. I looked up different types of flowers and I drew it. And then this month, roughly almost 3 weeks ago now, I did the Taurus Scorpio one. That one I definitely probably will have to touch up a little bit in a few spots. Or it's still healing. So like I don't know if it's just like dry skin or if it's like not dark enough. But I'll see. I love swimming. Swimming is amazing. Swimming is like one of my favorite things ever. But I really need a swimming partner because as soon as I'm in the water, it's like I'm just so full of energy, so happy, and it's just like being a little kid again. Like I'm like, if I had someone there, like I'd be splashing water at them, like, you know, like playing just like little kids, you know, like it sounds weird, but it's not. Like swimming makes me so happy, and it's something that I haven't really had in my life for quite a long time. I'm afraid of the ocean because of sharks. And like I did go to Hawaii. Ooh, actually, here, I'm gonna explain a little bit about the places I went. So I've never been within Canada as of outside of BC. It was only like less than 5 years ago that I found out there's only a sign between provinces. For the longest time I thought it was a border. But yeah, so the people who did adopt me, they were very cruel, but they did. The man who adopted me, he like was high up in a company, and there was like business trips and stuff, so you got to go. And so the places I've been have been Nashville, Hawaii, Las Vegas, Texas. We stopped at the airport. I don't think we stayed very long. Where else? When I was little with my mom who adopted me, my mom who passed away, she took me to Denver. I know she did. I remember we went, and it was really hot and stuff, but I don't really remember much else. Hawaii, Nashville, Las Vegas. Oh, I went to Disneyland and Disney World. I'm not sure exactly where they are. I didn't really like... Okay, so here's the thing. All of those places I went, besides Denver with my mom who passed away, were beautiful places, but the people I went with really messed it up. Like, messed up the experience. It was only in Hawaii that I was actually able to kind of really enjoy it. So, what's it called? Like, there was just always fighting. Like, it was always, yeah, I was always getting in trouble for something, or, like, I was always doing something wrong, or, like, so much control that, like, I'm, like, a teenager, but, like, being treated like a 5-year-old, you know? And, like, it is so true, you know? It doesn't matter where you go. If there's shit going on in the home, it's gonna come with you. But in Hawaii, I think we had just gone snorkeling, and I got really scared, and I got out of the water, and I got in so much trouble because I didn't want to do it anymore. Like, I was crying and everything, and I got told, like, you know, just, like, basically treated like shit because I was scared. And then my mom, like, she's not my mom, but the woman who adopted me, sorry, it's taking me a while to change how I speak about them, because I spent so much time referencing her that way. I was with them for 8 years, so. But yeah, so basically, the woman who adopted me and my sister, they kind of got along more in the sense of, like, you know, it was kind of like them against me, like, in the sense of, like, I was, the different one. I was the one who just wanted freedom. I was the one that remembered my mom who passed away, you know. My sister didn't really, so, yeah, it started from day one with that kind of stuff, but, so basically, you know, my adopted mother, the woman who adopted me, and I she basically started yelling at me and stuff, and just treating me like shit, so I kind of, like, walked, like, from, like, a few hundred, like, not a few hundred feet, I don't know, I'm not really good with distance, but, like, she was on, like, the pathway, kind of, with my sister, and I just was, like, I walked to the edge of the water, and I was just standing there, and I was so insecure at that point, because, like, I was, like, really overweight from the depot shot at that point, and my body was huge, like, it is so embarrassing just thinking about what my body was like, and that I lived that way, and I was so unhealthy, and I didn't even know why, you know, like, I developed kind of an eating disorder, because I started gaining weight, and I didn't know why. Nothing I was doing was changing. It was just from the stupid fucking shot, whatever. Sorry, that always pisses me off, and, it's hard for me to talk about without getting kind of riled up, because it's just, like, it wasn't even my fault, you know, like, but anywho, so I'm standing there, right, and I'm frustrated. I'm in Hawaii. It's such a beautiful place, like, you know, like, the rain and the water and just everything, and I'm standing there at the edge, like, I have my toes in the sand, and maybe, like, a foot away from the water coming up, and I'm just looking out, like, off into, like, the distance of the water, and I don't know if I was wishing for my mom, or even what I was thinking or feeling, but I was just standing there, like, and then all of a sudden, like, from the left, there's, like, this woman that, like, I don't even know where she comes from, but, like, she's jogging, and she stops, like, she runs right in front of me. Maybe I wasn't that close to the water. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if this is real, guys, but, like, I know it's real, but, like, it just, like, there was something so, like, divine, so heavenly about it, and she just, maybe it was just the kindness versus the darkness I was living in that situation, and I don't know, but, so this lady, she's got kind of hair like my mom, who passed away, and, she runs in front of me, and just as she gets to the right to me, she stops, and she looks directly at me, and she says, "Stay beautiful," and before I can say anything, or really gather my thoughts, she just keeps going, and then just, like, I don't remember the rest, but it was just that moment that kind of changed my life, you know, it felt so heavenly, like, I'd gone on these trips, and, like, people are supposed to be, like, happy on vacation, and all this kind of stuff. So, like, if the world ever did go back to normalcy, in the sense where I could travel, I would go back to Hawaii, and I would stand on the beach. It was Waikiki, and I would just stand there, and I would kind of have, like, a full circle moment. But, like, yeah, that's future. Oh, and then in Hawaii, too, there was, like, this kind of, like, lake thing where you could go swimming near the resort. And, I was swimming with my goggles, and, like, I had one of those underwater cameras, and I was with my sister. And then all of a sudden, like, there's a fish that kind of looked weird. Like, it had, like, some, like, almost, it looked like spikes on the back. I don't even know what, but it was, like, kind of along the ground. It looked kind of like a spiky algae eater or something. Oh my god, I got so freaking scared. But yeah. What else? I'm kind of into crystals. Like, I used to be really into them. Now, like, I have them, and I do work with a few of them. But I just, like, I've learned to just kind of, like, it's kind of, sorry. Oh. Sometimes I get this weird thing when I talk. Where, like, my nose and my throat, it's weird. Like, it gets, like, this weird mucus block between the two of them. Ugh, so weird. Ugh. Sorry. Oh my. But, okay. I'm back. Sorry. But basically, I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Oh, yes. With many things in life, like, with my different art projects and stuff, like, I have everything ready, because I go through these different cycles. I go through these different times of enjoying different things at different times, I can crochet. Oh, here, I'll just tell you more things about myself. I like to crochet, I like to paint, draw, I like to paper mache sometimes, depending on how well I'm doing when it comes to cleanup. I always wait till I have a lot of physical energy before I do something that big. I love making things with cardboard boxes and stuff. Like, I just finished, like, making a planter for my new plant. Apparently it's poisonous. I don't know why they're selling poisonous plants at Walmart without telling people. But I'm doing that, and then, I've built, like, a little bird feeder box, and I decorated it. That's up on my Instagram. I love making things out of cardboard boxes. Like, there's so many things you can make. Like, when I had a hamster, I really wanted to, make him, like, a full little house and stuff, and, like, all that kind of stuff, or, like, I can't play with Barbies anymore. It just feels too weird. I know too much about human connection to be able to just break it down to, like, hi, how are you doing? Like, yeah, human connection is so complex. Like, thinking of being able to, like, be like a kid again and play with Barbies, just, I don't think I could do it mentally, because I'd be, there'd be so much backstory to each Barbie now. Like, it's not just, like, hey, Ken, hey, Barbie. Now it's like, Barbie lives at this house, this is what Barbie does for work, this is Barbie's friends. Or maybe, like, that's what you're supposed to do as a kid. I have no idea. But there's just so much complexity. But yeah, what else do I like to do? I can do sewing and stuff, that's okay, but, I really, really love, doing music on GarageBand. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play actually, you might hear some clicking, keyboards clicking, and the mouse. I apologize if, you don't like that sound. I can always, not do it in future reference. Just let me know. I want to see, because I know GarageBand, what's it called? GarageBand, like, uploads to iCloud. And I've only literally recently just started iCloud Drive. I've only just recently started doing it on my computer. Oh my god! Oh! Okay. I wonder if it'll play as an MP3 though. Oh, I'm so curious. What? Downloads. Oh yeah. It's not gonna let me do it because, yeah, I can't play directly off of GarageBand because, like, I guess, like, if you don't have GarageBand, thingamabobber on here. Recently deleted. Oh, that stuff. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it off my computer. So I'm just gonna show, like, a few seconds of both, Inner Galaxy and A Ballerina's Lullaby. These are two of the music things I've created, and I plan on making more. This one's called A Ballerina's Lullaby. I'll play a little bit of the beginning, and then I'll jump to a little bit of the middle, and a little bit of the end. I just want to show you a preview. This is gonna be what you can subscribe to on my podcast. This is a little bit of the middle. And here's a little bit of the end. Just love the way it makes me feel. Okay, that one was A Ballerina's Lullaby, and this one is Inner Galaxy. This one kind of reminds me of Fantasia. Like, just that right there. Oh, it just does something to me. Okay. That's the beginning. Here's a little bit of the middle. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the one where it sounds like stars to me. Like a star, like, pulsating, and, like, the light, like, shimmering through, like, space. And then here's the end. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I still can't believe I made this. But yeah, those are some previews. Space Visual Complete. What's this one? Nope. I'm just kind of checking something. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna be uploading this one. I guess I'm gonna preview this one as well. This one's calling Feeling Number 2. So I'm gonna show you the beginning, the middle, and the end. Man, I can't believe I did this. Beginning, middle, man, like, this is so beautiful. And a little bit at the end. Wow. Okay, I'm definitely going to be putting that one up. But I'm just so excited to be sharing this with you guys, like, especially this music, because, it is just so important to me, and, what's it called? Sorry, I just saw something. But yeah, no, I like, that's why I want to share this with you, and I really think that I'm gonna, like, do, like, these little previews, like, a little bit of the beginning, a little bit of the middle, a little bit of the end. I love you guys so much. Thank you for, spending some time and getting to know me a little bit. I love you guys. This one's going to be going up right away, as well as, that song, ironically, is called Feeling Number 2. I'm not sure why I named it that, but that's what I'm going to call it. So, I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I look forward to sharing more time with you.